Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see you here. As I said in my short last week, I had filmed this footage quite some time ago and had not had a chance to edit it and do a voiceover and put it up. I apologize for the delay. I'm really trying to get back to a weekly schedule, but I've got a lot of irons in the fire. In this series of videos, we're going to be watching me assembling a garden cover and planting some seeds and getting my gardens up to snuff. I have one raised garden bed that is covered in chicken wire that I've been using for the last 2 or 3 years now here in New Mexico. And this year, because I have a little bit more time on my hands and I had a whole lot of seeds already, I decided to expand out and basically triple the amount of space that I'm using to plant. And so I've been very slowly kind of gathering this garden together. I planted a bunch of seedlings and nurtured them in the house for several months, and just finished hardening them off and getting them all planted in the ground. But then there's, some things like to be planted directly. They don't like to all be sprouted in advance. So that is what we're doing in the visuals of this particular one. It's kind of amusing. If I can get the visuals to work for moving the hoses out for irrigation, that'll also be in this video. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So on a personal note, I have a couple of updates. I have launched a Patreon, and I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, Thursday, the 23rd, for the storyteller archetype, where I'm going to be presenting an abridged version of my dissertation defense in advance of a conference that I'm speaking at next week. So the idea is to kind of use the live stream as a practice run, and to offer it to the community to see if there's anybody who wants to hear me talk about this thing that I spent 3 years of my life on. So I've been working very diligently on that. Patreon's also getting some exclusive videos. So if you're interested in seeing those, I do recommend subscribing. Any of the paid tiers will get those exclusive videos over there. I'm doing a series of tarot card videos over there. Otherwise, I'm really focusing on the garden this year and looking forward to something growing in it. Last year, I got a couple of radishes and one zucchini out of my entire garden. And, there's a reason why gardeners need a lot of land to plant, because sometimes things don't work out quite as well as you expect. And then sometimes they go cuckoo crazy and you have too many tomatoes. So I'm okay with that. I can figure out what to do with too many tomatoes, I think. So I had originally wanted to tell stories about Mother's Day and mother stories, because this video was actually intended to do a little bit earlier in the month of May, but it feels a little bit late for that. However, gardening and doing the garden stuff is very nurturing and very connected to Mother Nature, and it's the abundance and bounty of nature. So I also kind of want to honor that anyway, especially because we're finally in spring here in New Mexico, and all the little wildflowers are blooming and the hummingbirds are back, and everything is kind of turning green and beautiful again. And that's just really lush and delightful here. So I am excited to have some more green things to share with the channel in terms of visuals, and hopefully some vegetables coming up here later in the year. I hope everybody is doing well. I am not going to belabor this and try to keep going. As you can see, I've got a lot more to do on the garden, but I will talk to you all again in next week, hopefully. And I wish you all the best. If you plant a garden, please comment below what you've planted in your garden. I would like to know what vegetables folks are growing. And if you have any tips for pot tomatoes, because while I have my tomatoes here in this garden, Josh has some tomatoes in pots in Albuquerque, and we're always looking to learn how to help those guys thrive because they struggle a bit. I think it's just really hot there. All right. Thank you very much for coming, and I will see you next week.